Welcome to topic number 3, where we will be discussing about employment and unemployment. And the first thing that we do here is to do the definitions of the word employment. We are saying it refers to engagement of a person to some productive work or to some legal income generating activity. And also we define unemployment, the situation in which people are willing and capable to work at the existing wage rates, but unfortunately they are unable to secure the jobs. So we have high rate of unemployment in developing countries. So we are going to see the causes of that unemployment, and we're also going to see the types. So we have what we call the seasonal unemployment. Of course, you know that we have different goods and services, some of them that are seasonal. So it means consumers are consuming them at a particular time. And that means that if you are consuming them at a particular time, it means that at the time that you are not consuming, then those people that were involved in production of those goods, they will not be employed because the goods are no longer being demanded. And then we have the structural unemployment occurs when jobs are available but one does not have the required skills or the qualifications. So over and over you come across job advertisements that are asking for you to have a higher qualifications that you have. Maybe you have a diploma and the job is asking you to have a degree or a master's. So that is what we call structural unemployment, because you are failing to qualify for that job or get that job because of your qualifications. You have not met the required ones. And then we have the frictional unemployment. Is a type of unemployment caused by industrial challenges such as power shortages. We have challenges when it comes to power around developing countries, and these countries would experience major blackouts that would even last for a week. So those people that are depending on working in companies that are run using this power, it means that there will be no jobs for people to take up. And also when the machines break, it is also another major challenge that we experience, because we have to wait until the repairs are done. And then we have voluntary unemployment occurs when people are able to work and the work is available but they are unwilling to work. We have this group of individuals that are choosy, and they want to choose where to work and where not to work. So sometimes being choosy will lead us to not being able to work because we are not willing to do so. And then we also have what we call turnover unemployment. This occurs when people resign from one job in order to look for another, and then you end up staying for quite some time without being employed. That is turnover unemployment. And then we have the Keynesian unemployment. It is caused by decrease in demand for products, which causes reduction in its production, and workers are laid off. So we can have goods being demanded at high quantities at a certain duration of time, and then over and over again people stop demanding these goods. So what does that mean? That the company may be forced to reduce the workforce because the demand for their products has gone down. Now we have a number of issues or causes of unemployment. Number one is the rapid population growth. So when the population is highly increasing, what does that mean? It simply means more and more individuals are exiting the universities and to an environment where there is no employment. And then we have the seasonability of jobs. You can see, for example, what happened during the World Cup. We had so many jobs that were around Qatar, and so many people even traveled to go work for those jobs. But once that season is over, is a football season, those jobs are no longer there. And then job selection, we have mentioned about that, being choosy. The other one is rural to urban migration. Many people are moving from the rural areas to the urban areas in search for jobs, and therefore we end up crowding the urban areas, and we are unable to move. We are unable to all be unemployed or employed. The other one is inappropriate education system. We have an education system in various countries that is too much theoretical and does not there is no much practical taking place. And that's why even for countries like Kenya, we are moving from the 844 system to what is being called the competency-based curriculum, where it is more of ensuring that the learner practically understands what is happening. They are able to be given practical assignments to undertake at home, and so on and so forth. So when you go to developed countries, places like China, Japan, you realize the learners there will begin practicing, doing serious practicals of even technology oriented kind of practicals at a very early age. So by the time that that person is exiting the school, they already have skills that they can also be able to employ themselves. The other one is unfair competition leading to closure of farms. Unfair competition leading to the closure of farms. That is a common phenomena, and that happens around the market. The other one is corruption. So how does corruption contribute to unemployment? We have, for the few unemployment slots that are available, we have people that are pushing to. We have people that are pushing to pay some amount of money so that they can get those few available jobs. So those that do not have the ability to pay, they will continue to be unemployed. And the other one is laziness and unwillingness to work. Changes in technology. For example, currently we have in the banking world where ATMs have now been able to receive checks, are now able to receive cash deposits. So what does that mean for the teller? It means the bank may be forced by circumstances to reduce the number of tellers. And the other one is overdependence on somebody. When you are dependent on somebody, of course, you will not be on the business of trying to find a job. And we have a few things that we can be able to do now to solve the unemployment issues. Number one is to encourage employment creation in the private sector. The other one is providing appropriate education and training that provides relevant skills and knowledge. So education and training is key. The other one is delocalization of farms or businesses to reduce urban migration. The other one is the diversification of economic activities in the country. So we need to look for more things that we can be able to do. We need to diversify. We need to expand our scope of the activities that can be done in a country so that we can bring in more people into those untapped areas. The other one is to check on population growth through family planning. So that is a solution on the population issue. We can adopt family planning strategies. We can seek to have lean number of children. The other one is government should enter into local and international trade agreements. The other one is ensure that there is a political stability to boost foreign investors' confidence. Anytime when a country is unstable, of course, it is a turn-off to any investors that would want to invest. So countries would be encouraged to move away from war, move away from political bickering, move away from those things that are going to send investors away. And finally is to be able to protect local industries from unfair foreign competition. We are going to discuss this when we talk about international trade. What is it that we need to do on the aspect of what we call protectionism? We can introduce what we call tariffs. We can introduce a total ban to products that we feel that they are a threat to our local industries. We can also impose what we call quotas. We will be discussing that. So that has brought us to the end of that topic on employment and unemployment. I will invite you now to read more on these particular areas. As you see, these particular notes are summarized, but it is open for discussion and to clarify on the areas that you feel that a clarification is needed. Thank you.